Good evening, Internet. Welcome back to another night of strange and scary games. Tonight we're continuing our journey through Control. Go away. We are going through My Brother's Keeper, which means we are going to Containment to the Panopticon. I'm not sure why it's showing the keyboard and mouse controls. Hopefully it stops that. Sound looks good. Recording looks good. Let's go.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Stop looking at me.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They are all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Well, all right then. All right, let's go. I was hoping that was going to be another video, but it appears to not be. I forgot that I had the machine gun equipped. Ow. I think I'm in danger. Yeah. Where did they come from? Why did they spawn behind me? Probably could have used the shield. I didn't think about it. Where? Where? He was being so quiet, I didn't realize he was there. Anything in here? There is. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file PUT-812 for an introduction to the subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to blank's affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the blanks evaluate who can or cannot enter. I think that's the board. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally blank than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have blank altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Remote thoughts. I thought I opened you. Open up, please. So what do you do when you're sheltered in here? You've got 3 bunks. There's 6 people. Do you take shifts? 3 bunks. Somebody on the bench. Somebody on that bench. Somebody at the desk. Just pacing back and forth. What are you doing there? No, thank you. Are we good? Alright, so... I thought that there would be one in New York, but it doesn't look like there is one in New York. Weird. Are we technically in New Jersey? Not one place even remotely livable. These doors all lead to different places. Waste mannequin. The item was last owned by Madame Blank, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Blank, Maine, for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Blank. After her death, caused by Blank, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling inside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. That's weird. I thought I heard you. I wonder why it decides to respawn some enemies but not others. Security, we're making progress. Wall of Honor. Leonardo Calamato, Jose Zapata, Jenna Fishtrap, Daniel Garcia, Daniel Forsberg, Jeremy Akers. Is this patrons or... In memory of the heroic agents who gave their lives to forces known and unknown for the protection and greater knowledge of all mankind, we honor their sacrifice. How many of you are there? I'm in the wrong area. Where am I? How do I get over there? Can't get over there. Can't get through there. What am I doing? Looks like there's mold in there. I don't have that. Why is the music still going? The deceased was a blank-year-old blank with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled with fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. Procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's height, body temperature, and undulating torso muscles, presumably, but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples, as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill, were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. Oh, hi. Ow. Excuse me? Where? Didn't find this before. I don't understand why that keeps happening. Ow. What the hell? First she's not grabbing anything, now she's grabbing explosives. There's more of you this time. Come on. God damn it. Got him. Damn. What is this section? Why am I dying so fast? Not you. Let's try the shatter again. There's one behind me. Or not. What? All right, we good? Panopticon is up.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
General Bureau of Control Security Center. Looks like we're going back to the ocean view. Wolf globe. Item is handmade in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognized as those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous blank and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it, named Tanrelio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in blank handlers. I don't have level 6 yet. Alright, I guess let's go. 1, 2, 3. Somebody screaming? Yeah, they are. Nope. Looks like the picture is the only thing we can interact with. So that's it upside down. And that's it right side up. It's saving every time I change the painting, but I don't know if that's good or if that's neutral. Don't want to go back out, I don't think. Maybe I do. No, that didn't do anything. It doesn't look like there's anything else I can interact with. Ah. The bell was changing the doors. All right, we don't need to do that anymore. Let's get out.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. If things as hard for him as they were for me. Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for
objects
this.
of Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that.
I'll do my best.
I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
I can upgrade the spin. I need another remote thought. To upgrade the handgun. I think I'll hold off until I get the base. It's a mailbox. That's a picnic basket. That's a fan. It's a hammer. And then this side doesn't open, I see. So let's go up. Oh, am I full? Personal mods. What do I have? Health boost. Get rid of. Order by rarity. Evade efficiency. And then energy boost. That should free up some room for now. All right, going up.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Look at that loser. Look at him. Speaking of losers. Look at this loser. Nothing in 16.
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Fridge duty. I thought the fridge got him. Are we good? Oh, am I full? This is for the shatter. Rarity. Put that in. We can probably just get rid of all of the level 1s, right? That'll make some room. You almost got a rock to the back of the head, soldier. What is that sound? Oh. I see.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
I was expecting it to be Night Springs. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Oh, this is a fight. Can I capture you too? Oh, hi. Some of that health back. Ow. I was very scared there for a minute.
Salvador, the head of security.
His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does. Okay.
He was the one who decidedly didn't wear the HRA, I think. So it makes sense that he'd use the TV babysitter, levitate superhero all over the obstacle. Use levitation. Hold A. Oh, I love this one. Where? 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 Newsflash, APB. The hiss static attempts to reach us. Our broadcast must survive.
Okay. Dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the blank. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew blanked by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Blank rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates, began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Blank to the U.S. port of Blank. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau via the Blank. I think that's a reference to Michael Creighton's sphere. Benikoff TV. No unique containment procedures required while bound. The CRT television built by Benikoff and Sons Electric. The screen is still functional. The object can levitate off the ground to maximum observed altitude of Blank. When bound, the object allows peri-utilitarians to harness the effect of their own use. See report Blank for the result tested with prime candidate Blank. The object is currently bound by Blank. The object was first discovered in a local news story from Blank, Kansas. A figure had been seen Blank over the buildings. The Bureau dispatched agents to the town who discovered that a man named Blank had bound himself to the object. Mr. Blank was detained. See case study 39 HQ 656, and the object was brought to the Bureau for study. Salvador's should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. Lynn Salvador. Salvador's ID. So now we can go find Dylan. I said, now we can go find Dylan. Where are they? Where is he? All right, up we go. There we go. Is that a birthday balloon? Birthday balloon. Swan ride. Water cooler.
Dylan. He's so close.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse.
Who's talking? Where are they talking?
Are you there? Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way.
Why do they have him locked up like Luigi Mangione?
We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau, if she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait, we're not... End of session.
I think our boy Casper might have been telling some stories. Alright, I'm not seeing anything in here. We'll take that though. Do I need clearance? Yeah, I don't have clearance. Alright. Is there a safe way down? There is. That's not where I wanted you to go. What do we got for abilities? Let's get our health up a little bit. And then we can fast travel back to the boardroom. Don't forget about the guy on fridge duty.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
That is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the hiss signal it can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
Anything else?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Upper level.
But you have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code. Fucking Marshall.
That. Where's he at? I don't want that.
Stabilizing. Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on the news. What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some rangers saying he saved them in maintenance. They were attacked by a new kind of hiss.
All right, but still. I don't
Where
know
is
if I
he?
like taking orders from a mall cop.
There he is.
The thunders hold us. You are a worm through time. The thunders hold us towards you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunders hold us towards you. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunders hold us towards you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way. You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No.
Not particularly.
Fuck off, no! You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in, you've always been here! The only truth! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you.
Is there something else I can do here?
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird?
Not particularly.
I find that weird.
Sure.
Both
The
5
hell
letters,
was
too.
that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness
Why does it still have a red?
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. And something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Not really a
Maybe that's for the best.
Chart topper.
You are a worm through time. the thunderstorm distorts.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
How many dreams do you have?
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying.
Yeah.
But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
I know that when they wrote this, it was probably
For the
President
record,
Obama.
That will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
Can you imagine, like, President Trump just, like, fleshed out of his mind, like, glowing red, just, like, on TV trying to tell you that you should take this resonance into your body so that we can all be one? Horrifying.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
I just want the red to go away. I just want the red thing to go
share,
away.
Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop.
That's the Alan Wake.
In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there.
Of course you did.
But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distort. Happiness comes.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream.
Recursive.
This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
Are we done? All right. Let's go. Astral constructs, jukebox tokens. So we can spend source to get jukebox tokens. That's interesting. New weapon, charge. If we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration resonance, then perhaps our incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the hiss are referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is a clear intention with the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Analysis of the hiss threat, Part 4, to examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns of the hiss behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communication between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate Ground Zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline might help answer. How did the hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Dylan Faden, daily observations. Breakfast is brought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed, asks for television to be turned on, staff do so, lunch is brought, breakfast is removed, eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to self, recorded speech is not possible due to noise from television, becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass, sedated, crew clean the cell, television is turned off, comes to, asks for television to be turned on, staff refuse, sleeps, television privileges are refused due to hostile behavior. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment, in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now.
All right, I won't take up too...
I already did that one. Why does it say control points are unread? We reach tether through control points into the Bureau house. Nexus, threshold, area codes allows for access. You can translocate, fast travel, construct through control points. Yeah, we know that.
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing, even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay his.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Alright, you're clear. New mission, old friends.
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this.
I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still... human?
Or is he his?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new, but if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total Hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of Hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the Hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion? I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the Hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Hopefully.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every Hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Better that than what Dylan is now.
I'm shutting it down. This has to end. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
Alright, you're clear. Marshall said she was off doing something. You're clear. Alright, what are we doing? This was where the thing was, right?
Keep your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
What's the easiest way down from here? I saw that texture pop in. You guys thought you could hide it, but I saw it.
You guys didn't bring, like, checkers or anything, did you?
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
Whoop.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Upper Panopticon. Keep going the wrong way.
Hello? Jesse? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me.
The fridge is red. Former.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Fuck?
Oh, hi. I have the wrong gun on. You gonna go? That doesn't seem good. Ow. This.
Wait, there's no black pyramid here. The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
So many cell breaches. How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty.
Nobody likes fridge duty.
If you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier. Like always.
Complete 15 side missions is the achievement I just got. Shields, sees, levitates. We should do energy. We can get energy up. What do we have? Energy recovery. Let's put those on for now. Incident in question occurred on blank and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered a staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had blank his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the bureau and appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. This behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Filson complied with security's demands to desist. Recommendation: Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session. Why is it non-mandatory? An Arctic Queen brand electric refrigerator model from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. The door is decorated with crayon illustrations by blank. The illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of New York's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in apartment blank. Rented by a man named Blank, it became the subject of local infamy after surviving the building's collapse and damage. Mr. Blank, who was out of the building at the time of the collapse, Blank retained ownership of the item until 1974, when the Bureau purchased the item through a false identity. New altered effect has been observed. See file A10F for details. See file A10K for new containment procedures. The former descent is back, not gone. It is previous disappointment, and is not part of the board, us. We apologize, deny all knowledge for the inconvenience. You will see, face the former. It is stealing, linking altered items. It builds a competition, not us. You must espionage, destroy. When possible, inevitable. Do not believe, get hyped. About the former's lies, ads. We provide, offer better bonus package health plan. If you leave, you will be sorry, dead. And you will never work, exist. In this torn cosmic reality again. Yes. Where am I going? Logistics. All right. Go up and then to the right. Should have gone the other way. Did I ever get 6? I did.
Mark Gibson, male, age 28, approximately 13 minutes ago. He is experiencing migraine-like pain, intense pressure behind the eyes, and partial blindness. He has no recollection of his time in the astral plane and seems severely disoriented. Preliminary examination revealed no immediate cause, so we will be sending the patient for x-rays and... What the fuck is that thing? God, it burst right out of him. Call Black! Get Marshall!
To find new prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Thought it was going.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads. Dead ends and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone. Casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family, my daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two. P6 and P7. We're We're spoiled for choice.
So we're P7. Oh, hi. Oof. I don't think I like that gun. Oh my god, how many of these are there? Shouldn't they stop spawning at some point? All right. Where's the circle? Can't see what's happening. I'm not having good luck in this room at all. I like you guys better than the exploded guys. All right. We got the circle. Now we gotta get the floaty guy. Please stop hitting me. I don't even know what I died to. Not the explodey guys again. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god. Hit him. Damn it, I can't get away. Damn it. Where is all of my health? Isn't there usually health on the floor that I can grab? Who's... Fuck you. Fuck you! Is that all of the guys? Can't even tell. Got him. We're in the forest temple. Is this where we're supposed to be? It looks like it, yeah. Bright Falls. Does this go anywhere?
I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things.
Ordinary.
Finding the projector will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. And I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 17:53. Great Falls. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of blank memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls events are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman, referred to Creator's Dilemma in the file re the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program File for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press, New York and Olympia. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. Oh my god, there's still more. I think that's just the... Yeah, we already watched this. I don't know what that is. Agent killed during blank involving blank, codename P6. Blunt force injuries to the head and neck, extensive trauma in the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso, fracture of the spinal cord, avulsion fracture of the 3rd through the 10th ribs, blunt force injuries and extremities, abrasions, dislocation of the left and right elbow, dislocation of the left and right knee. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the blank was contorted through his blank. Reminds me of that Twilight Zone episode of the kid that can do anything.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
It's us.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Cheyenne, Wyoming, Sydney, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, Chicago, Illinois, South Bend, Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, New York City, New York. So they tracked us all the way up until we got here.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe? In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No, that's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
So the thing about psychiatrists is that they're supposed to ask open-ended questions and then let you provide the answers. Not berate you with different questions over and over again. What is that? Health boost. Let's put that on. So that opened that.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Bonk. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. It had been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth.
Used to.
I wanted to trade this out for the shatter. I like the shatter. That's a transit center. Where's the turntable? Do the collectible. Okay. I'll do it myself. Shipping manifest, willow, AWE, hollow sphere, stone-like material, vitrified soil, blank pieces of various sizes and colors, animal carcass, possibly canine, rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge, all materials to go to investigation sector. I don't know what the dog is referring to. Is this a quantum break thing? Oh. Hi there.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
I think I need more damage in my gun. New York City subway.
We're going back home. Of course we are.
Headshot boost. Rate of fire boost. I'll do that one.
It started there, and it's never gone away. There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Oh. Don't like that. I'll take that.
It won't rotate. Something's wrong.
Kill you. Kill you. Dodge you. get all of them? Looks like it.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
What is that? Spin grouping efficiency, accuracy. Here's that thing. They're doing it.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
You are once again giving me hints for a puzzle I have already solved. Right, that's where we came from, right? Yeah. Ordinary AWE. Just an ordinary altered world event. And that took all of my health with one attack. Is there anything in here? It doesn't appear to be. I'd love a control point at some point. That was not what I wanted. Are there more of those, or... There's one. No thoughts. Stop doing that, please. Pick that up. Right there. Is that the plane from Alan Wake? Going down, going up. sucks. Come on. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Blank, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Blank AWE, see case file blank for details, is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access blank. For more information on Tunnel Blank and links to urban legends centered on Ghost Station abandoned tracks in Blank, see file 412-4521. Plane's black box is currently being evaluated for blank blank, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Guess you just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy little, tiny little boxes. Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. So they were just sitting up here watching me and I still took them all out? Get good, scrubs. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse, Jesse. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. No, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom and his gang, likely Tom Barlow, and his gang, Freddie, likely Frederick Bartwell, Hugo, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, destination house.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, and it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Fort Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
I think that Art Bell did it a bit better. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See OOP-15, case file, and Darling presentations for blank for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews blank and prime candidate program files blank. That's the America Overnight. It's kind of a nice theme song.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Alright, let's go find out what all this noise is. Was that it? You guys aren't so tough.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. So tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper!
Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Our boy Dylan doesn't seem like he's doing too well. Ordinary AWE Stage 1B. The second slide we called the Meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. Must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Jesse. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil, and he found the projector. He and his goons took it. Jesse. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Dylan. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation Meadow. We already did this one.
Annual.
Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Dylan. Additional slide designation hand is verified in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Dog Neil.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 3. Stage 4. So it all radiated outward from the dump. If you wouldn't mind hitting one of these guys, that would be great. Loved if that were to hit something.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too?
Personal mods
Is that
full.
where they keep it?
Ordinary dump sites.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane. What? I don't... No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself? I didn't. No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jessie.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jessie...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jessie, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
She was an institution.
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
By order of Dr. Darling, all work in Ordinary Dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the blank department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately.
You...
Both of them. Oh, I didn't know you were up there. Come here, buddy. Move! Oh my god. Map junk. Literal map junk.
We should check that lab.
Mobile lab? Alright. Give me loot. Put on the absolute.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
I'm actually not going there next. Finish Tango? Is there anything else that we want to do? We already did this, right?
Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it's just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
So whatever happened to Dylan... You have heard wrong, fake news. The board is A-OK, intact. The rebel faction descent is... former, fired. The crisis purge is over. This is not a matter of worry for you. You can hang up now, please. What is happening with the board? So whatever happened with Dylan convinced Darling to shut down the ordinary sites. Take that. I'll take that. You already heard that. We went in and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn. The world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Jesse. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the knot mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. Jesse. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris. We should get some more health, right? I think we just keep dumping into health for right now. Fast travel back to the board. Alright, do you have anything else for us?
Containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an audio relay.
Do you have anything for us? You do.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
Alright, exit.
I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
You don't have anything else? Alright, so we have a bunch of side missions, and we have the main mission. And we have a new outfit. P7. What do you guys think? I think we go back to civilian. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to cut it there. When we come back, we will be doing Finish Tango, Search for the Slide Projector, and Dimensional Research. It says Ashtray Maze, but I don't remember the Ashtray Maze being this early in the game. So if it is, you guys are in for a treat. If it's not, you guys will have to wait a little bit longer. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking of the playthrough so far. Are you enjoying this game? Are you excited for Alan Wake 2? All of the good stuff. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Thank you for joining me for another night of Strange and Scary Games. I love you, and we'll see you in the next video. Good night.